HITL, human in the loop, right? Have someone that can verify, that can assess, a person that can actually validate what's actually happening with the AI enablement, right? If you don't have human in the loops, that's going to be a risk itself. That's going to be an issue. So understand that particular paradigm and understand how you can be in there and call those shots and be in charge of that. And that in itself is a whole career field. That in itself is a job. That in itself is going to be something that needs to be done throughout the development lifecycle process, the procurement process, marketing, you name it. All the business, all the C-suite leaders are looking at AI from all sorts of angles, and that's where you find your niche into what you're going to be working on, what you'll be passionate about for a future job, future career, right? So when it comes to transparency and roles around this, right? I'm going to borrow something from UT San Antonio. They're having a school of AI that's just getting off the ground here. They have something called the cohort for AI responsibility mandate, explainable AI, XAI. If you're not familiar with that, what that means, they actually have the decision logs before they go live. They study the explainability models into what they procure into their environment, and it's really good. Kind of rinse and repeat cleaning cycles for understanding not only for students in the program, for anyone that comes in and partners with them to understand what explainable AI models and what an effective explain AI model looks like. So keep that in mind, right, as you're building your particular, information around AI education, right? And then have cross-functional AI champions, right? We heard security champions programs, security mavens. I mean, they're named everything, all depending on the vertical of the sector, but having encouraging students, encouraging people to join interdisciplinary governance committees early in their career, be part of these groups like we are here today. Discord, Raices Cyber, shout out to them. If you're familiar with them, they're a really great organization to be a part of, right? To just foster the community, foster the knowledge, share the knowledge. That sort of enablement and enforcement, right? Two certifications I'm kind of looking at is the AAISM. It's the Advancing AI Security Management, and hopefully somebody dropped the links in the chat so you can get more information around it. It's the first AI-centric security management credential. Prepares you to manage AI threat security landscapes, crafting policy. I heard that today many times over during the day, and then enabling AI into your security operations, right? So that's one. And who it fits for, somebody that's going to be looking to move into an AI security leadership role after being an analyst, a SOC engineer, AI, manager, something like that in the security space. So just because it's an AI certification, you can start with the learning, you can start with the cybersecurity, the domains. It's built into domains, 3 domains. You start getting that knowledge, you start getting that practice, and move it forward to understand how you not only pass the exam, because that's just one part of it, right? I mean, ultimately, it's how you can actually execute operationally on how you're learning on a day-to-day, whether you're a student already 1 to 3 years into the career field. That's one, right? The other one's the advancing AI audit. So that one's particularly for the audit function, but audit function, we need more security people that know what they can do from the day-to-day, that can speak the language. I heard someone, a previous speaker say, you got to be able to keep them honest, right? Keep them in check. This sort of certification in AI brings IT, brings cybersecurity into the fold, but also validates the skills to audit those AI systems and mitigate AI specific risk. Ideal with grads with something of a GRC background, or they want to go into GRC, right? So having that specialization 1 to 3 years into the early career field, that's a really good one to look at. So use the certification not only as a stepping stone to get certified, but to drive your operational knowledge as you build in year 1 as a student, year 0 as a student, year 2, year 3, all that stuff, right? You're moving forward, you're moving through that cycle of learning the knowledge, and it's a win-win. You get certified, and not only are you right, are you certified? Yes, you move forward, and it's only going to implement and augment your chances of getting a job, right?